The 2025 ski season is just around the corner. Are you all ready to shred the POW once again? Whilst we are waiting, here are my top 5 things we should be expecting in the 2025-2026 ski season. What is happening, everybody? I hope y'all are having a happy Friday. This Friday is a happy Friday because we have just begun the month of October. It is now spooky season. And that also means we just got 1 month to go until ski season. Since we are so close to the ski season, maybe I shall go over what are the top 5 things we should be expecting this ski season. Now this ski season there are things that will remain the same and there will be things that will change. We will go further into that once we get into the substance of today's video. Now before we dive into the subject of today's video, I need to address a moronic comment from my last video. This will be a tradition I will do on here. Anytime I get a shitty comment I don't like, I will call it out in a video. And my response to this absolutely ridiculous comment is because I didn't actually take the time to visit one ski resort on that list, that invalidates the other 4 ski resorts that I have actually been to multiple times. You didn't even care to listen to anything I had to say on that. You didn't care that the information I gave on Loveland was 100% accurate. And I bet if I didn't even confess I never skied at Loveland in that video, I could have avoided your stupid comment and dislike altogether. You realize what you are doing is you are hating on me for being honest. You are so butthurt that your favorite ski resort got criticized, you had to take time out of your day to leave the thumbs down and an illiterate 4th grade comment on a video you didn't even finish watching. This is incredibly ironic considering you had a problem with me having an opinion on a resort that I haven't skied at. Now here you are judging a video where you have only watched 1/5 of. Now, if you think it is so important I take my time to actually go ski Loveland, how about you buy me a lift ticket there for a day so I can come back and do a proper review of your stupid fucking resort. You can go ahead and send that money over to my Cash App in the description. Holy shit, dude. Do better. Anyway, back to the video. Starting at number 5, the one expectation everybody always wants to know every ski season is the weather. Now I want to make it clear that I am not a meteorologist and everything I say here about the weather should be taken with a grain of salt. This is just a prediction I have made based on the research I have done. I don't have a magic crystal ball to see what it's going to be like in the upcoming months. I am just your average 24-year-old rolling the die and hoping that I am close. But anyway, based on the research I have done, winter is expected to be a La Nina winter, which means we should expect similar patterns to last winter, where the northern ski resorts will get above average snowfall and the southern ski resorts will get below average snowfall. Given the data we have for this winter, I would recommend going to ski resorts such as Winter Park, Steamboat, Jackson Hole, the Utah resorts, Big Sky, Whistler Blackcomb, and basically anywhere north should get good snowfall. I would avoid going to Taos, New Mexico, as Taos had a rough season last winter, and I wouldn't count on it being much better this winter given it is a La Nina. I would probably avoid going to Telluride or Crested Butte as well in 2026. Wolf Creek and Monarch are hard to predict as they got solid snowfall in the early season, but didn't get much during the peak and late season last season. The I-70 ski resorts, whether they get above or below average snowfall, they're not going to disappoint you in the peak season. And for those of you Tahoe skiers, there simply isn't enough data to predict how good the snowfall will be this season. At the end of the day, these are all just predictions, and it really is just to set you up in the right direction for planning a ski trip. As we all know, snow is not guaranteed, regardless if it is an El Nino or La Nina season. Now moving on to number 4, you should expect less crowds. Now if you are someone who doesn't like long lines and traffic, this should be the ski season for you to look forward to. Now, the U.S. economy is in a very sketchy place at the moment, and as a result of that, both Vail and Alterra have reported weak sales for their Epic and Icon passes in 2025. With that information, that will mean there will be fewer people on the slopes and fewer people on I-70, which means you will hopefully get more laps in throughout your ski day. Now, I also want to make clear that fewer doesn't necessarily mean none. With that being said, the lines of traffic will still be there, especially on weekends and peak days, but hopefully this all means it will all be either just as bad or not as bad as previous seasons. And of course, if people get into wrecks, the passes/tunnels get closed, then you will experience delays there just like you would in previous ski seasons. Now, I'm not saying it is going to be substantially better than previous ski seasons. I really don't know what to expect traffic-wise, in my honest opinion. Given there are fewer people buying season passes, that does give us reason to be cautiously optimistic we will see fewer crowds. What I am hoping for the most, if this does end up being the case, is hopefully hotels and other accommodations end up having to slash their rates and I can get some good last minute deals on some weekend getaways. That would be great because for a long time now, room rental rates have been outrageous and it is about time they become affordable again. Now, the number 3 thing we should expect in 2025-2026 ski season is more mechanical lift issues. Now, don't mistake me when I say lift issues, meaning more lift accidents. At least I hope not. You may have heard last season was a very bad year for ski lift accidents. And I am not saying we should expect that to continue into this season, although I wouldn't rule out the possibility. What we should expect, however, is more lifts to be on hold due to technical difficulties. I remember last season I got stopped on a significant number of lifts for extended periods of time, including on new lifts. With the exception of Deer Valley, Snowmass, and Big Sky, it was a slow off-season for lift upgrades. That means we are having aging lift infrastructure, so most of the lifts that had technical failures last season will be prone to having those same problems this season. Winter Park was especially bad for that last season. If you're someone who despises being stuck on chairlifts, I would avoid Winter Park this season as they haven't upgraded a single lift since last year. The number 2 thing you should expect this season is expanded pass access. Now, despite the Epic and Icon passes getting pretty big price raises this last year, the good news is we have expanded ski resort access, which makes sense. If we are going to pay more, at least give us more content. The Epic Pass is offering 4 new mountains in Austria and expanded Verbier access in Switzerland. The Epic Pass is now offering 50% off lift tickets for buddy discounts, which is huge. And if you purchase one of those buddy tickets, you can apply the value of one of those tickets to the following season's renewal. The Icon Pass did not short us out either, as they now give full Icon Pass holders unlimited days at A Basin, which prior seasons was capped at 7 days. The full Icon Pass also offers 7 new bonus destinations, which you get 2 days at each and with blackout dates. These bonus destinations include Jiminy Peak, Massachusetts, Ski Butternut, Massachusetts, Cranmore, New Hampshire, Buck Hill, Minnesota, Wild Mountain, Minnesota, Grouse Mountain, British Columbia, and Silver Star, British Columbia. So if you are a full Icon Pass holder and live near any of those mountains, or have trips planned to places near those mountains, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to check them out. The final thing that you should expect this ski season is for everything to cost more. This is going to be the season where you are going to pay more and get less. Of course, every season the prices increase due to natural inflation, but unfortunately this year we are going to see bigger price increases than normal due to the tariffs the current administration is implementing. I try to not make things political here, but at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, that is the cold hard truth. The vast majority of products we utilize in the ski industry, whether it is equipment, clothes, food, infrastructure, etc., all rely heavily on imported products, and a tariff on those imports will only increase the production cost of those products. Those extra production costs will eventually be passed on to us, the consumer. So if you're due for new ski gear, it would probably be wise to get that sooner rather than later. You can also expect there to be more paid parking and higher prices for the already existing paid parking. If you really want to save, make sure you get to the resorts early and research where all the non-paid parking areas are. We already discussed that passes are more expensive, so make sure you lock in your season pass for this season before they are no longer on sale, as lift tickets are nothing but a tourist trap. That isn't anything new for this season, that just goes for this and all subsequent ski seasons. Like I said in the beginning of this segment, this is the season we are going to be paying more and getting less, so try to make the best of what you got. At the end of the day, I would take all of these expectations with a grain of salt, because a lot of unexpected things are going to happen this season. The irony with this video is, at the end, I am going to tell you we really should be going into the ski season with no expectations, or with very low expectations, so you don't set yourself up for disappointment. For the better or for the worse, I am looking forward to hitting the slopes this season, and I hope some of y'all will join me. This is what I typically wear, and I might have a GoPro on my chest. The caveat to this is this season I will be wearing white goggles instead of blue ones, unlike what you see in the picture. If you ever see me on the slopes, don't hesitate to say hi, and possibly I may do a couple of laps with you. If you are local to Colorado or visiting Colorado and want to meet up with me on the mountain, join my Discord server down below and we can plan something through there. I am always looking for new ski friends, so don't be afraid. My DMs are open, so as long as you are a member of my Discord server, you will be able to DM me. Now, one important boundary I do have is please don't send me a friend request, as I am very picky about who I accept as friend requests. I will try to be as active as I can on my Discord, and I will host events on the server as well as even set up ski meetups. It would be a great opportunity to network with other skiers as well. It is free to join and extremely simple to make an account, so come and join my Discord server. It is very lonely over there as I don't have many members. Let's get a community started over there. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.